The text arrived at 6:42 in the morning. The house was still quiet, and the coffee maker hissed softly on the counter. It read, "Girls' trip. Phone off until Monday. Don't worry. Love you." I stared at the screen longer than I needed to. Not because of the trip, we had talked about it plenty, but because of that line about turning the phone off. It felt extra, almost dramatic, like closing a door a little too firmly. I replied with just one word, enjoy. Calm and casual. The kind of message a trusting husband sends. And I told myself that's exactly what I was. The first day passed easily. I went to work, ran some errands, and enjoyed the silence around the house. That evening, I cooked a simple dinner for one and watched a movie she never liked. I felt good about it, generous, supportive, proud that I wasn't the jealous type. But Saturday morning, I woke up early out of habit and reached for my phone. There was a missed call from an unknown number at 2:11 a.m. No voicemail left. I brushed it off. Probably a wrong number or spam. My mind came up with excuses quickly, before any real questions could form. By noon, I noticed her tablet on the table. It was usually synced with her phone, and she was still logged into her email. I hadn't touched it in weeks. I told myself not to look. Trust means respecting privacy, right? But I opened it anyway. At first, nothing stood out. Just travel confirmations and group emails about the trip. Then, down at the bottom in an archived folder, I saw a thread. The name was one I knew, Evan. A coworker she'd mentioned a couple of times. He's harmless, she had said. Married with kids. The subject line said made it with a red heart emoji. My chest tightened. I clicked it open. The message read, made it safe. Already wish you were here instead of pretending. Miss your face. I didn't explode with rage. Not right away. Instead, I felt off balance, like the whole room had shifted a bit and wouldn't straighten out. I scrolled through more. There were gaps, some messages deleted, perhaps, but what remained painted a picture I never signed up for. I sat there for a long time, listening to everyday sounds, the refrigerator humming, a lawn mower buzzing far away. Normal life going on while something inside me quietly broke. I didn't call or text her about it immediately. Part of me hoped there was an explanation, some misunderstanding. So I thought back over the past few months. How she had seemed distant. How she held her phone close, like it was something fragile. How the trip planning happened in quiet voices, with her screen turned away from me. Sunday night arrived. Still no message from her, no quick check-in, no goodnight text. I sent one of my own, hope you're safe. It showed as delivered but unread. That's when the anger came. Not loud or wild, just heavy, sinking deep into me. Monday afternoon, I heard her car in the driveway. I watched from the window. She sat in the car longer than usual, looking at her phone. When she finally came inside, she smiled as if everything was ordinary and set her bag down by the door. Did you have fun? I asked. She nodded. Yeah, it was nice to unplug for a bit. My voice stayed even. I didn't shout or point fingers. I simply asked, who's Evan? Her face went pale. Not in a big, dramatic way, just enough to notice. Why do you ask? She said quietly. Because I saw the email, I answered. The one about pretending. There was silence for a moment. Then she sighed, the kind of sigh that comes when someone is tired of hiding something heavy. She sat down on the couch. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. Those words hurt more than any outright lie would have. She shared parts of the story, not all of it. It had started emotionally, she said. The trip was meant to be a break, a way to clear her head, not a chance to run away. But it turned into that anyway. She told me she had been feeling lonely, like I didn't really see her anymore. She didn't know how to bring it up without causing pain. I listened without interrupting much, feeling numb. Each thing she said changed old memories, her late nights at work, the sudden interest in the gym, laughs that seemed forced and didn't light up her eyes. I never wanted to replace you, she said softly. But that's what happened, I replied that night. We were under the same roof, but it felt like different worlds. I lay awake, staring at the dark ceiling, mourning the version of our life that had only seemed perfect because I didn't know the full truth. In the weeks after, we tried talking more. Really talking. She showed real remorse. I tried to be patient and understanding. But trust is fragile. It doesn't just fix itself because someone says they're sorry. Over time, I came to a hard but clear realization: real love shouldn't mean ignoring your gut feelings just to keep the peace. Looking back at that early morning text, "Phone off until Monday," I see it differently now. It wasn't really about needing a break from the world. It was about giving herself permission to step outside our promises, hoping I wouldn't find out. But I did find out. And that discovery changed everything. I didn't lose my marriage in one weekend. I lost the comfortable illusion that keeping quiet always means things are safe. By choosing to face the hard truth instead of pushing it down, I discovered something stronger than easy comfort: the courage to build again on honesty, even if it meant starting over, with or without her. In the end, facing the pain led me to a steadier place. One where I listen to my instincts, value real connection, and know that true peace comes from truth, not from pretending everything is fine.